1941, Nazi Germany invaded the Soviet Union. Operation Barbarossa, the largest invasion in history. The Soviets were desperate. Millions of soldiers, thousands of tanks, but they needed more. They needed pilots. So they did something no other country had done. They formed an all-female bomber regiment. They called them the Night Witches. The official name was the 588th Night Bomber Regiment, but the Germans called them the Nachten, Night Witches. Why? Because they flew at night, in the dark, in flimsy wooden biplanes, and when they cut their engines and glided in to drop their bombs, the only sound the German heard was the whistling wind through the wings. It sounded like a witch's broomstick. The planes they flew were Polycarbo PO2s, crop dusters, training planes made of wood and canvas, top speed 94 miles per hour. They had no radios, no guns, no parachutes. The planes were so small they couldn't carry much weight, so the pilots stripped everything non-essential, including parachutes. If they got shot down, they died. The Night Witches flew bombing runs every single night, sometimes 15 to 18 missions in one night. They would fly low, cut the engine, glide silently over German positions, drop their bombs, then restart the engine and escape before the Germans could react. The Germans were terrified. They couldn't hear them coming, couldn't see them in the dark. Searchlights would sweep the sky, but the planes were too small and too low. And when the bombs started dropping, the Germans had no idea where they were coming from. The Luftwaffe tried everything to stop them. Searchlights, anti-aircraft guns, night fighters. Nothing worked. The Night Witches were too fast, too unpredictable. They flew in pairs. One plane would fly in and draw fire. The other would drop bombs while the Germans were distracted. Then they would switch. The German pilots called it a nightmare. Any German pilot who managed to shoot down a Night Witch was automatically awarded the Iron Cross. That's how dangerous they were considered. Over the course of the war, the 588th Night Bomber Regiment flew over 30,000 missions, dropped over 23,000 tons of bombs, and they did it in wooden biplanes with no weapons, no parachutes, no backups. 23 of the pilots were awarded the Hero of the Soviet Union, the highest military honor in the USSR. But the cost was heavy. Many of them died, shot down, crashed, burned alive in their flimsy planes. One of the most famous Night Witches was Nadezhda Popova. She flew 852 missions. Her plane was shot up multiple times. She was hit by shrapnel, but she kept flying. She once said, "We were young and we wanted to fight. It was our duty." She survived the war, lived to be 91 years old. After the war, the Night Witches were largely forgotten. The Soviet Union didn't celebrate them the way they celebrated male pilots. Their story faded. But in recent years, historians have started to uncover what they did, and the world is finally learning about the women who flew wooden biplanes into hell every single night. The Night Witches, 30,000 missions, 23,000 tons of bombs, and planes made of wood and canvas with no parachutes, no weapons, no backup. They terrified the German army so badly that shooting one down earned you an Iron Cross, and for decades no one talked about them.